Spoilers ahead for the Season 1 premiere of The Third Day. If you watched the first episode of The Third Day, you were likely just as confused as Jude Law's character, Sam. The new HBO drama is a surrealist mystery from beginning to end, following Sam as he navigates the increasingly weird goings-on of Osea Island. The show opens disorientingly, with Sam alone in the woods. He receives a phone call that £40,000 in cash has been stolen from his office. Unable to do much from afar, he finishes what he was doing, sobbing next to a river and then placing a child's shirt into the water to float downstream. Afterward, he makes his way back to the car but stops when he sees a teenage girl named Epona attempting suicide. Sam is able to save Epona and insists on driving her home, which lands him on a long detour to Osea. After arriving, he stays a few minutes too long and gets stuck for the night, as the island is only accessible during certain parts of the day when the causeway isn't underwater. What unfolds from there can only be described as incomprehensible and bizarre, but here's my best attempt at explaining WTF just happened. Who is the little boy? Just before Epona's suicide attempt, Sam sees a boy helping her in the woods. He has curly hair and is wearing a striped shirt with red shorts. When Sam later asks Epona who the boy was, however, she acts like no one was there. She could be lying, or the boy could be a figment of Sam's imagination. He later sees the boy on Osea, but when he chases him, he can't catch up. It's possible that the boy is connected to Sam's son, as it's implied that something bad happened to one of Sam's children. He says throughout the episode that he has 2 girls and a boy, but the pub owner's wife in Osea recognizes him as the man who made appeals on TV after he lost his precious little angel. At the start of the episode, Sam dropped a striped child's shirt into the river, perhaps in an act of mourning, so it's probably not a coincidence that the little boy Sam keeps seeing is also wearing a striped shirt. If the boy is meant to be his son, it doesn't make sense that he would ask Epona who it was. But he and the boy do seem connected in some major way. What's Epona hiding? Sam is convinced that Epona is hiding something, and the whole town of Osea seems to be too. They're alarmingly unconcerned about her suicide attempt, saying that she's totally fine now and Sam has nothing to worry about. But Epona is obviously afraid of her father, and she mentions to Sam when he first saves her that someone was going to kill her. She also ominously says that Sam has no idea what the people in Osea are capable of. She's talking about their creativity in regard to the upcoming music festival, but there's clearly something shadier at play here. What do the grasshoppers mean? Right before he sees Enola, Sam is transfixed by a large orange grasshopper on a tree.